there is a part of me that wants to communicate with people, and it wants to understand people and understand myself at the same time. I never really have been able to voice myself before. So this has been a learning process for me. And I don't know, I like art, so I figured that I could just journal and talk and see what happens. For good or for worse, I am taking a leap of faith in what I am doing. And that's scary, not gonna lie. And it's been exciting, but also nerve-wracking. Because, well, I am 26 now, and that means something. Because for the longest time, I did not know if I would make it to be this age. And because of that, I lived in fear. Just painting over this part right here. I noticed that this gouache is really thin sometimes, so I have to go over it. Anyways, I want to leave a legacy, and I want to be a person again. Well, explore the idea of being a person. Because I never really gave myself the chance to be a person, I want to say. Like, I always felt like I had to be perfect, and if I wasn't perfect, then why bother doing it at all? And that's not healthy for me anymore. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna see where this goes. See where this takes me. See if anything comes of it. Especially since I am grown up now. I don't feel grown up, but I am technically a grown up. And like, I know that this is the first step to self-actualization for me. I don't know. I've noticed that since COVID, things have been really, really stressful. I mean, beyond that. But the pandemic really opened my eyes to see what was worth it and what wasn't worth it in the world. And I think that as a project for myself this year, I am going to try and make a video every week. And I feel like it would be good for me. Partly so that the people I care about know that I'm okay. Because I know I have the habit of just dropping off the fucking face of the earth and leaving people very worried. I've always kind of been like a very lonely person. Like, prefer to be by myself, I guess. But like, at the same time, there's also this part of me that yearns for friendship as well. So like, I have friends and I care about those friends. But also, I'm very introverted and introspective. So there's a lot going on in my head that well, if I am addressing this to the people I love and care about, there is a lot going in my head that I do not talk about a lot. I'm a very private person. But I don't know. I want to experiment with actually having things to say and actually valuing my own voice as a person. So that is what I am doing. And I am just winging it. And right now I am painting daisies because I love this sketchbook. Well, this journal. I have another journal, but I want this one to sort of be my New Year's resolution, I guess. I don't know. Art project. I made a zine last year, and that was an amazing experience. It was very stressful. It was the most challenging piece of work I have ever made in my life. But I managed to complete it, and that brought me a lot of confidence, I want to say, in my work. Which, I think there's an issue with artists and lacking confidence in themselves. Speaking from my own experience, I've lacked a lot of confidence in myself. I guess I just didn't trust myself. People always tend to assume that if you don't ask questions and you are one of the quiet ones, that you know what you're doing. But that is not the case. And I struggled a lot because of that. Okay, I am back. And I have a bottle of water because staying hydrated is important, and I want to stay hydrated this year. Because when you forget you are a person, you forget that you have physical needs, which unfortunately tends to happen a lot if you are known for overthinking and for hyper-focusing, which I have a very big tendency to hyper-focus. Okay. So there's that. This is a piece that I started working on the other day. I'm really inspired by quilts. I love quilting. I love creating things. I love painting and animals and just experimenting with different things and different hobbies. I have always had a thirst for knowledge, even though I wasn't the best at expressing it. I think I'm gonna finish this one up and then I'm gonna do some further experimenting. Let's go in with some purple. Oh, I am dropping stuff. That's okay. I will pick it up later. Now, will line arting this be a mistake? Let us see. I'm not gonna go too far into it. I'm just gonna kind of do like a sketchy thing here. Because like I already did the painting, so I don't want the line art to detract from the texture of the piece. So I'm kind of just going in like that and see where that takes me. Actually, that don't look too bad, so I'm just gonna keep going. Not a total loss. This is really pretty. Yeah. there's some whimsy in that. Okay. When I'm editing this, because I'm gonna edit this. And I am gonna put in effort. You know what? That kind of looks funky. That looks like a little guy. I'm just gonna... Ooh. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna make that little guy. Because I like experimenting, and I'm just gonna see where this takes me. That's kind of cute. Okay. And I'm not aiming for perfection here, because I have tried that way too many times and it has really hurt me. So this is just gonna be a piece of imperfect beauty, because I feel like as a society we value perfection over things that are genuine. And I feel like that's very harmful. Especially for people who are artistically inclined. I want to embrace my flaws this year. I'm gonna write this down as a reminder in this journal. And what would it be? Spur of the moment, let's go for this. I embrace my flaws. I think that is actually incredible. See what you can do when you put your mind towards things and actually like approach yourself without judgment. You can create a lot of really inspiring stuff. And this is more like a personal memo. Remember, your flaws are what make you unique as a person. And it's okay to not be perfect. Yeah, I like that. Okay. You know, this is the most fun I've had talking to myself in a long time. Because not gonna lie, I talk to myself a lot. And I think that is a good thing. I think we should be speaking to ourselves and communicating with our wants and with our needs internally. Because that's how we find freedom to be ourselves. It is just taking the time to acknowledge yourself as a person. Oh yeah, that's funky as hell.